This video is about protecting your philosophical writing. You are a philosopher and you think a lot about fundamental questions concerning existence, reason, knowledge, and values. You in turn write a lot of papers, which leads to writing stories, poems, songs, essays, etc. To make sure no one takes what you've done and claim it for themselves, you must protect your work. So what can you do? Do you copyright it? First of all, you can't copyright ideas. For example, it's thought Pythagoras came up with the idea of philosophy, meaning love of wisdom, about 500 BCE to describe the body of knowledge about those fundamental questions. Well, if you come up with an idea like Pythagoras did, you can't own it or copyright that idea. According to the Copyright Office, quote, "In no case does copyright protection for an original work of authorship extend to any idea, procedure, process, system, method of operation, concept, principle, or discovery, regardless of the form in which it is described, explained, illustrated, or embodied in such work." Stop quote. But you can copyright your expression of that idea. It could be a short story, a novel, a script, a film treatment, etc. Take, for example, when Isaac Newton came up with how to express principles of natural philosophy mathematically. Well, he couldn't have copyrighted his ideas, but he could have copyrighted the book he wrote about it, called Mathematical Principles of Natural Philosophy. As soon as your written work is put down on paper, it's copyrighted. You don't have to publish your work or put a copyright symbol on your written work to be protected, but you should consider copyrighting your work with official bodies such as the Writers Guild of America or the U.S. Copyright Office to ensure it's protected. You should have evidence to show you conceived of your idea before anyone else, so keep your notes, your first draft, and so on. If you do end up in court over your copyright, you'll have to prove you possessed your execution of the idea before anyone else. Registering your work is one way to prove it. That can be expensive though. You can register with the Writers Guild of America for $10 if you're a member of the guild and $20 if you're a non-member. For the U.S. Copyright Office, it's $30 for each work registered. There are ways to document your authorship for free, but they're not official. If your work does get stolen, you should consult an intellectual property attorney so they can advise you on what you can and should do. Think about how much money Isaac Newton would have made if he got paid every time someone copied his book on the mathematics of natural philosophy. Protect your intellectual property.